Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Giants. And how about this for a start? This is out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
First down, it's Jackson. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jonathan Taylor there. Third down here.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Tanner Muse in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Jakeem Graham. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it's Chiefs football, first and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. Space to maneuver at the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. To throw on 3rd down, Jones. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down. On second down, a run with Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a third and about 13. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on third and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on fourth down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
A 51-yard attempt.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score, Chiefs 7, Giants nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Returnable for Grant. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And out will come the offense as they take over.
40-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. He looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. This is caught, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Kick is
Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Complete.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're doing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Jones on the keeper.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8. That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
2nd and 8. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Jones. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
That's the reason we ball for.
Now Jackson on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Giants 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Jackson from the shotgun. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Tanner Muse picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Here comes Grant on the return. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And a 1st down, Chiefs.
From the gun, Jones trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Jackson going to run. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Operating from the gun. Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Brandon Cooks with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it first and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position. It's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here's Jones on first down. Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Jackson now on second and 10. He's going to try and go deep again. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. 62 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Giants 21, Chiefs 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 74 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. To throw again. Jackson. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Jackson. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Jackson on first down, buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete on the throwaway.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
3-yard line.
Throwing again. Jackson, flush to his right. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Quick throw complete, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab, and the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Jones on 1st and 10. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Jamie Collins, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones, they'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense over-committing. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Breida, the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
33-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 24. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches.
Makes it 3rd and inches.
Jones now. From the gun on 3rd down. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Complete to John.
A 24-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
On second and a yard, Jones steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it in.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. From the gun, Jones. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Incomplete. Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going up top for Taylor. And got his man complete. The 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jonathan Taylor, 83 yards. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Well, he's used to running at that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Chiefs take over his 1st and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And things are getting good now. We're heating up, tied at 35.
35-35.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. He'll buy some time right. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Here's Jackson. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Looking for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Chiefs.
From the gun, it's Taylor. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll look to run with Taylor, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Giants 42, Chiefs 35.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox.
Jones pass.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now Breida on a toss left. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing Jones. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
And a first down, Chiefs.
Now a toss play. It's Breida. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
To Matt Breida.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
The tackle made by Stephon Gilmore. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Chiefs.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
14-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to keep it again. It's a 4-yard pickup, and just like that, it's third down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. They'll try option left. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. The quick slant caught. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead.
Giants 42.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day? Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
38-yard line.
So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. This from 55 yards out. It has the distance, and it is good from 55 yards out. And the Giants win the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Giants, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Won't you get